Welcome back to the Division 2. In this video I want to go through my current rifle build, which absolutely shreds enemies. It's not about the DPS, it's just about the damage output, and some of you are obviously going to have better, but this is what I'm enjoying using at this current time when I have a rifle. The rifle is completely unexpected. I don't know how long you have left to get it, but if we go to the clan vendor, that's where you pick it up from. If we go down in this guy's list, Classic M1A is a 492 gear score. It comes with breadbasket Allegro in rhythm. You can see the damage there, but I'll show you on my actual build. That's just exactly where to get the weapon from if you want to go with this build. 72.3k damage for a single shot rifle. That is insane. A lot of the MK17s, the SIG 716s, there's a few other single shot rifles. They do like 35, maybe 45,000 with this exact build. This does 72.3. It's amazing. I absolutely love this gun. I've used this all the way from as soon as I hit World Tier 5. You can see on the left hand side, this isn't a 377 or anything like that, it's a 1081. I wouldn't have so much in the defensive. I would have it a lot less than 8, but I'm using patience on my knee pads, so I need it above 7. But to start off with the M1A, you can see all the stats there. I've got a mag that gives me 5 extra rounds. I think that comes in very handy for this weapon. Without it, it's a 10 round mag. Then I've got breadbasket, which is handy as well. That boosts damage by 50% to the head if you just land some body shots beforehand. Allegro for the boosted rate of fire. I could recal it and maybe put like stability, accuracy, something like that on it. Then we've got in rhythm. Enemy kills have a 5% chance to refresh active skill cooldowns, can occur once every minute. You can see my stats on the left hand side, they're pretty crazy. 263,000 armor, just under 50,000 health, and then no skill power at all pretty much. Which means every mod I have on my skills never becomes active, like they don't work at all. So starting off with the mask, we've got Douglas and Hardin, 5% accuracy for the brand set, 29% damage to elites. I've seen that stat go up to maybe 39%, but this is the highest I've found, and I can't recalibrate it because I put hard hitting onto this for the extra damage to elites. Then I get 5,000 health from it. Then going into the backpack, we have a 511 tactical, which gives me protection from elites, 2.5% critical hit chance and damage, 8% weapon damage. Then I've got hardened, which I was lucky enough to have on a spare backpack in my stash. That has come in so handy because I had the one that gives you extra health, but I use unstoppable force on this, so I need as much armor as I can possibly get. Then I've got damage to elites as well. Going into the chest, we have Overlord armaments for the rifle damage. Then I have another piece on this build to boost my total armor. This one sadly only has 4% weapon damage. It wouldn't let me recalibrate it any higher than that. 10,000 bonus armor and 11.5% headshot damage. Then I've got 2 defensive mods on it, which give me armor on kill, armor regen, health, bonus armor, and total armor by 4%, which is quite good. Unstoppable force. We all know that it's not 2% weapon damage, it's 1.5. But that 1.5 times by 26, because I've got 263,000 armor, is going to give you 39% extra weapon damage when you kill an enemy. That comes in so handy. You'll see some damage numbers when we go and test the build. But Unstoppable Force, it's a rifle build. I can't go with Berserk. It doesn't work on this build. And I'm actually doing a video shortly covering which is the better talent between Unstoppable Force and Berserk, just because there's so many people discussing it. The same goes for Optimist and Ranger. I would like to maybe have Optimist or Ranger on my rifle, but breadbasket seems to be doing okay for me. Then going into the gloves, that's the second piece of Overlord. 4% SMG damage, unfortunately, 6% rifle damage. Wicked has seemed to be okay. It boosts your weapon damage by 10% on status affected enemies. And I get 6% rifle damage off this as well. I will eventually recalibrate and try and squeeze an extra 1 or 2% damage out of the rifle damage. Or something like that, like as much rifle damage as I can get, I would like. But that's the best I've got for the gloves so far. Then going into the holster, this one I'm just going to recalibrate to boost the health or the health on kill. I can't seem to find a holster, I don't even know if they do, but I can't find one at this current time to give me bonus armor, because I would switch out the health on kill for the extra armor. But we've got just under 10k health, 7,500 health on kill, plus the brand set gives us 5% extra total armor, 2 offensive slots giving weapon damage on both, some rifle crit hit damage, and some optimal range. Then we have Murakami Industries for 8% health on the knee pads. It was a health attribute, so I recalibrated it to armor. Then we have Patience, one of my favourite talents in this game, and we also have a defensive mod on it for armor regen, health, and health. Then the skills I'm using are the Reinforcer Chem Launcher for the armor back and the Self-Reviving Hive. I might switch them out and go for an offensive skill. I'm not entirely sure yet, but that's what I'm currently using. And then I have Sharpshooter, so I've got the Flashbangs and the Specialization Sniper. So looking in the stats, you can see all the talents that we've just gone through. Then the weapon actually has 72,336 damage. We've got a 7.5% crit hit chance, 43% crit hit damage. Then we have 97% headshot damage, reload speed bonus, accuracy, stability. Then coming down into the offense, we've got 17% all weapons damage bonus, 31% rifle, and then 59% damage to elites. So if we run down to the shooting range, I'll show you on some named enemies exactly what this weapon does in terms of damage. But we need to remember that Unstoppable Force never activates in the shooting range. So we're going to run south of the White House to the named boss to go and take him out so you can actually see some proper gameplay with it. We don't have on the ropes or anything, so we don't need to use our skills and have them on cooldown. We are going to take some normal headshots. Remember, this doesn't focus on DPS, but every headshot is 226,000, obviously boosted with Unstoppable Force. But then, if we reset it, if we land, you can see the number on the right hand side of my gun. That is the stack for breadbasket, so it goes up to 10. And then we get a headshot, 283,500. That's just one shot to a named enemy. So now if we run south of the White House to where the named boss is, I like coming down here. I think he respawns every like half an hour. And you can take them down and get the collectible cards. I still somehow haven't got the full deck. And I've taken out this boss a lot. Not only that, but other named bosses do it as well. But if we run down here, I need to try and be patient with this to show the full potential of this build. Because I don't want to just spray the named enemy down. I want to focus on killing the other ones, the groups in front of us. And there's a Warhound, they're Black Tusk. 142,000. I need to deal with that Warhound. 145k headshot. Saw 192 there as well. Where's that hound? Where is it? Is there any more enemies? Oh, there's a purple with the boss. Right, purple peek. Please peek. I need to get that damage boost. Right, boss. 338,000 in a headshot. Just get slaughtered. To elites, you're going to do like 340k. I'm not sure if I had much of breadbasket because it's hard to pay attention to everything. But with Unstoppable Force, on a named boss, you can deal around 340k damage with a headshot, and then other enemies you can get like 200k headshots. And if you have a look above my health bar at the bottom, we have 50 armor bars. Like, that is insane amounts of armor. But I'm going to leave the video there. If you decide to use this build or something similar, let me know the damage numbers you get with different guns. That's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.